Hello, I'm back again. I'm going to try this video again. The last one didn't turn out so good, and I'll tell you because it doesn't have good tracking on it. So we're going to see if I can do this and move a little slower so you can actually see what I'm doing. This is an old doll head that one of my grandbabies have, and I picked this because the hair is old, and so it looks like this, like it has a really deep S pattern to it. It looks like it could be an afro, and this video is just to help show you how to manage or comb out this type of hair, because you find this in African Americans, some mulattoes, mixed races, different people that have a really tight S pattern for the hair. The hair gets tangled really easily. So what you can do is you can run your fingers through. I'll try to go slow so you can see what I'm doing. You're really just playing with them. You're feeling to see if they're thick areas. If they're thick areas, then you want to insert your fingers and kind of work them apart. So that takes the big part out of it. While the hair is still damp, you take some leave-in conditioner or regular conditioner, not much, just a little bit. They used to have detanglers. Excuse me. So if you can find a detangler, that will work good. You're going to run this down the hair shaft and work it in. And that's all I'm doing. It's not a lot, but I'm just trying to make sure I get it on all of the hair. I'm going side to side across this hair, not up and down the hair shaft, but across the hair side to side to make sure it's on everything. Now, when you're trying to detangle the hair, you want to use a vent brush, one that has holes in it here, and the bristles are plastic or separated. You don't want to use a regular bristle brush. And you want to use a large tooth comb, or a comb that has gaps, larger teeth, and it has gaps between it. I'm going to, when you're detangling this, I'm going to start with the brush first, but I'm going to start on the ends and brush outward and go up a little further and brush down and out towards the end. Each time I progress up the hair shaft closer to the scalp and I come out to the ends, I go up a little further and come out to the ends. I continue doing this motion until I get to the scalp and I can comb it or brush it completely out. And sometimes when you work on this top side, you have to flip the hair so that you can work underneath. You can work from underneath, but you twist the wrists trying to comb it outward. And so it makes it easier to just flip the hair while holding it and then start at the ends and go out. Go further up and come out. Further up and come out. That's the motion you're going to do. Always starting with the ends. And so you start with the brush first and you go the ends out. With the ends and out each time. Like I said, it doesn't do good. This computer doesn't do good on the tracking for it. And so a lot of times everything looks blurry. And I don't realize I've been going too fast and you really can't see it. I'm holding this really tight so that I can brush this out towards the end. And then I go a little bit further up. Each time I brush out to the ends, I go up a little bit further and brush out. It's a constant go up a little further, brush out, a little further, brush out, until you can come all the way up the hair and brush down and out. If you start up at the scalp first, brushing, the hair is going to knot. It won't tangle. It's tangled now, but it will knot, just like a shoestring does when you try to take it loose without doing it properly from the ends. It will knot, and then you have a hard time trying to get that out. Another way to with the hair to try and cut down on it being so tangled is the direction that you are shampooing the hair. You try to keep it in one direction, and sometimes that means when you're shampooing, you're working the hair like this to the ends. Hold the ends of the hair and take the hand and put it in the scalp, on the scalp, and you're just running it on the scalp to make sure it gets the shampoo is lathering and it gets everything at the base of the scalp clean. And then you come back out here and work this hair all the way to the ends and out. And so when you rinse it down and out. If you can do it with the head or the person laying back this way, it makes it easier when you're combing it out, because all of the hair is going down in one direction. If you do it when the person is laying face down, trying in the sink, trying to get it shampooed, all of that hair is going in that direction, and then you're going to try and flip it back and comb it out, and that at times is what makes it tangle up even more. So try that, shampooing it like that, and see if it helps to cut down on the amount of tangles in the hair. And we'll come back and I'll show you, this has to dry first, and I will come back later and in another video and show you how to do a little flat ironing on the hair, and that helps smooth this out some, so it is not so it's easier to manage. As you can see, it always seems like it keeps tangling, and that's okay, but the flat iron will help get a lot of that out too. Always to the ends. Go up a little bit further and to the end. It's a little bit, you can feel it right in here, but for the most part, that's pretty good. So like I said, I'll come back with the flat iron. I want you to be able to see how I'm doing this, and this thing moves so it blurs. It gets really blurry. So I'll come back with a flat iron and show you, and you'll see this will go through a whole lot easier. You won't get all the tangles out with the brush and with the comb, and that's the reason for the flat iron. But you just keep moving up the hair, little at a time, moving up the hair, coming down, move up the hair, come down, move up the hair, come down, till you get to the scalp and come down. And the rest of those tangles, you'll see, once we do put the flat iron on there, it'll comb out a whole lot easier. All right, thanks for tuning in. Until the next video.